So this time, before we proceed to our topic, I would like to present some examples and you're going to tell me what went wrong or what is the mistake in the solution. Let's call this activity what went wrong. Number 1, find the derivative of g of t equals 2t cubed plus 4t squared minus 5t. This is the solution. G of t equals 2t cubed plus 4t squared minus 5t. dy over dx equals 6t squared plus 8t minus 5. What do you think is the mistake here? Yes, Rob.
Sir, I don't know how to pronounce that, sir.
G prime of t. So instead of dy over dx, you could write g prime of t. Very good, Rob. It's correct. Find the derivative of y equals 2x cubed times 4x squared minus 5x. This is the solution. Y equals 2x cubed times 4x squared minus 5x. Y prime equals 8x to the fifth minus 10x to the fourth. Y prime equals 40x to the fourth minus 40x cubed. What do you think is the mistake in the solution here? Again, this is a common error of some students who are performing differentiation.
Sir, ito na talaga.
Yes, Jasmine.
Sir, dapat po, hindi pa po siya dapat y prime kapag hindi pa po yun yung final answer. So, sa solution po, y lang po muna yung gagamitin. Sir, ito na talaga.
Yes, Jasmine.
Kasi po dun sa second po is hindi pa po tayo gumamit ng mga rules po of derivative. Instead is nag-distribute lang po muna tayo. Saka lang po tayo nag-ano ng derivative. Din na po sa pangatlong ano.
Very good. So if we perform distribution first or any kind of manipulation or arithmetic in the equation, but if we haven't performed the process of differentiation yet, it should be y. So thank you, Jasmine. So that is the mistake there. It should be y equals 8x to the fifth minus 10x to the fourth. Now, example number 3. Find the derivative of y equals 3t square minus 4t plus 5. Solution. Y equals 3t square minus 4t plus 5. dy over dx equals 6t minus 4. What went wrong?
Sir,
Yes, Kenneth?
siguro po yung final answer will be y prime po.
Y prime. Okay, it's correct. Aliana.
dy over dt po.
Very good. So it should be dy over dt. So this is the mistake in this part. It should be dy over dt equals 6t minus 4. Okay, and this should be our answer. Okay, last one. Find the derivative of y equals 4y cubed plus 5y squared minus 6y. Here's the solution. Y equals 4y cubed plus 5y squared minus 6y. D over dxy equals d over dx 4y cubed plus 5y squared minus 6y. dy over dx equals 12y squared plus 10y minus 6. What went wrong? Yes, Kenneth.
I think po is dapat naka-parenthesis po yung 4y cube plus 5y squared minus 6y po.
Very good, Kenneth. It should be inside the parentheses. Very good, Kenneth, for figuring that out. Another way, all the terms must have the operator. So now let's proceed to other rules of differentiation. Before that, let me show you this. Find the derivative of y equals b raised to negative 1. So dy over dv equals negative 1 times b raised to negative 1 minus 1. This will become dy over db equals negative 1 times b to the negative 1 minus 1. So dy over db equals negative b raised to negative 2. Or we can present this as, or express this as, dy over db equals negative 1 over b squared. Can you follow? Okay. So we applied the basic differentiation rule here. If we are going to perform cross multiplication, this will become dy equals negative db over b squared. Okay. Now, so the given y equals b raised to negative 1 can also be expressed as y equals 1 over b, right? Now, so the derivative that we have obtained here is negative 1 over b squared, or dy equals negative db over b squared. Now, let us see if we're going to have the same derivative if we will be using the quotient rule. Or well, u is our numerator and b is the denominator. So let u equals 1 and our b is v. Du is 0, dv is dv. Okay? So now let us apply the quotient rule. The derivative of u over b is equal to b du minus u db all over b squared. Okay? So dy over db equals b times 0. That's our b du minus u db 1 times dv over b squared. So it is equal to negative dv over b squared, or negative db over b squared. So it's the same of what we have obtained in the first illustration. So this is actually the proof of the rule 7, which is the derivative of a reciprocal. Let y equals 1 over b, where b is equal to g of x, is a differentiable function of x, and b is not equal to 0, so that it will not be undefined. Then d over dx of 1 over b is equal to negative d over dx of b over b squared, or the derivative of 1 over v is equal to negative db over b squared. In other words, the derivative of a reciprocal of a function is the negative of the derivative of the function divided by the function squared. For example, find the derivative of y equals 1 minus 3x squared plus 4x minus 5. What is our b here? The denominator. So let b equals 3x squared plus 4x minus 5. What is our db? Rob?
Sir, dv is equals to 6x plus 4 po.
Very good. db is equal to 6x plus 4. So let us use our rule. The derivative of 1 over b is equal to negative dv over b squared. So y prime is equal to negative 6x plus 4 all over 3x squared plus 4x minus 5 squared. So as you can see, negative of dv, that's our numerator, and our denominator is b squared. Find the derivative of y equals 1 over 2x cubed minus 5x squared plus 3x minus 6. Let b equals 2x cubed minus 5x squared plus 3x minus 6. dv is equal to 6x squared minus 10x plus 3. What will be our answer?
Sir,
Yes, Jana, ikaw ba yan?
ah, sir, try ko na po. Sir, sir, yan. Thank you, sir. y, y prime equals negative 6x square minus 10x plus 3 over open parenthesis 2x 3 cube minus 5x square plus 3x minus 6 close parenthesis squared.
Okay, very good. How about the others? Did you get the same answer? Okay. Rule 8, the general power rule. Let y equals u of x to the n, where u is equal to f of x is a differentiable function of x, and n is a real number. Then, the derivative of u of x to the n is equal to n times u of x to the n minus 1 times du over dx, or d of u to the n is equal to n u raised to n minus 1 du. Let me show you an example. Find the derivative of y equals 3x squared plus 4x minus 5 raised to 3. Okay? So our u is the terms inside the parentheses. U equals 3x squared plus 4x minus 5. What is our du? Jumel.
6x plus 4.
Very good. Du is equal to 6x plus 4. So now let us use the rule. D of u to the n equals n times u to the n minus 1 times du. So our dy over dx is equal to, so as you can see, the exponent 3 is multiplied here. And then copy the polynomial 3x squared plus 4x minus 5 raised to 3 minus 1 times du. Yung derivative of u, which is 6x plus 4. So ayan, minultip yung 3, tapos 3x squared plus 4x minus 5 raised to 3 minus 1, binawasan ng isa, and then yung itatimes yung derivative ng nasa loob, 6x plus 4. This is our n, our u, our n minus 1, and our du. Can you follow? Kinokopya nyo ba? Okay, sige. So next, this will become dy over dx equals 3 times 3x squared plus 4x minus 5 raised to 2 times 6x plus 4. Or we can write this as dy over dx equals 3 times 6x plus 4 times 3x squared plus 4x squared minus 5 raised to 2. So that's our answer. So we can also write our answer in a different way. So our answer is dy over dx equals 3 times 6x plus 4 times 3x squared plus 4x minus 5 raised to 2. We can actually distribute 3. So it will become dy over dx equals 18x plus 12 times 3x squared plus 4x minus 5 raised to 2. Either is the correct answer. Find the derivative of y equals square root of 3x squared plus 4x minus 5. So if our given is under a radical sign or radical symbol, we can express this in terms of rational exponent. Y equals 3x squared plus 4x minus 5 raised to 1 half. So our u is equal to 3x squared plus 4x minus 5. Our du is 6x plus 4. Applying the general power rule, this will become dy over dx equals 1 half times 3x squared plus 4x minus 5 raised to 1 half minus 1 times 6x plus 4. Or dy over dx equals 1 half times 6x plus 4 times 3x squared plus 4x minus 5 raised to negative 1 half. So this could be our final answer.
Sir,
Yes, Jumel.
okay lang po na yung exponent po is negative.
Yon, that's a good question, Jumel. So we can write our answer in a different way. Let's say dy over dx equals 1 half times 6x plus 4 times 3x squared plus 4x minus 5 raised to negative 1 half. But first, let us factor out 2 from 6x plus 4. If we multiply it by 1 half, it will be cancelled. So it will be 1. So it will become 3x plus 2. And just like Jumel said, since there is a negative exponent, we can actually write those terms in the denominator. So this will become dy over dx equals 3x plus 2 over 3x squared plus 4x minus 5 raised to 1 half. Yes, Aliana.
Naka-square root po.
Okay, so we may express our answer in radical form. So dy over dx equals 3x plus 2 all over square root of 3x squared plus 4x minus 5. Thank you, Aliana and Jumel. So this could also be our answer. Yan. Okay. So next, rule 9, the chain rule. Let y equals f of u and u equals g of x, so that y is equal to f of g of x. Then the derivative of f of g of x is equal to f prime of u times g prime of x, or dy over dx equals dy over du times du over dx. Use the chain rule to find dy over dx if y equals 3x squared minus 1 and x equals t squared plus 1. So it means that it is actually the formula for the derivative of composite functions. Let us find the dy over dx first. Dy over dx is equal to 6x. And our dx over dt is equal to 2t. So dy over dt is equal to dy over dx times dx over dt. So dy over dt is equal to 6x times 2t. So dy over dt is equal to 12xt. So we have our x there. So let us change x. Oh, what is the value of x? Anyone?
T squared plus 1 po.
Very good. So x equals t squared plus 1. So let us change x to t squared plus 1. dy over dt equals 12 times t squared plus 1 times t. Or dy over dt is equal to 12 times t cubed plus t. So that's our answer. Let us proceed to some exercises. Find the derivative of the following. Number 1, y equals 3x squared minus 5x plus 4 raised to 4. Number 2, y is equal to cube root of 2x cubed minus 4x. Answer it now. Okay. Janina, what's your answer in number 1?
Sir, bukod po dyan, ang sagot ko po ay 24, 24, 24x minus 20 times 3x squared minus 5x plus 4 cube po.
Jasmine.
1 over 3 times 6x squared minus 4 times 2x cubed minus 4x raised to negative 2/3.
Okay. Your answer will look like this. dy over dx equals 6x minus 4 all over 3 times cube root of 2x cubed minus 4 raised to 2. Number 3, y equals 1 over 3x squared minus 5x plus 4. Number 4, dy over dt if y equals 5x squared and x is equal to 1 minus 3t squared. Okay? Rob, what's your answer number 3?
Oh, sir. Y
Ano?
prime is equals to negative
Yung?
5x minus 5 all over open parenthesis 3x squared minus 5x plus 4 close parenthesis raised to 2 po.
Okay. Thank you, Rob. Next, number 4. Medyo ano to eh. Volunteer. Medyo mahaba-haba ang process. Jumel.
Dy over dt equals 180 t cubed minus 60t.
Very good, Jumel.